What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. And they'll be facing Bugzy Malone. A lot of questions surrounding what his skill level will be. We're going to find out right here, right now.
I'll always go for reach, every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. Bugzy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper gonna try his hand at the sweet science.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6'9", here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, here is the multi-talented and popular rapper, Bugzy Malone.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And there's the bell to start round one. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Lucky that hook didn't score. So much firepower here. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. The face is starting to welt up from those straights. These two fighters are made for one another. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Just the same again.
The one round that you lost, don't worry about it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. It's bombs away. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What you doing?
Right, let's get a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Jab slightly off target. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Put your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
Here we go to the fourth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
punch and just got countered. The referee really thinking about stopping it. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Defense failed them. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made it.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Perfect catch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Looking for that one shot or anything. Set him up.
There's the bell to start round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with the right uppercut. There's that counter shot. Don't score with that right uppercut. And he scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Couldn't land that jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Forget about the round. It was a bad round.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Come on, you're switching up.
Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Whoa, wait a minute! Tyson Fury just got rocked! Do you believe this? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Swing and a miss for that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Back together. You've been coasted for this entire...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be
to be confident. I want you to go back out there.
And there's the bell to start round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That hook doesn't score. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab not finding its target. Punch, counter punch.
Yes!
Just misses with that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
He was coasting this fight. And
1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it.
And there's the bell for round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter shot. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They exchange punches. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, and Tyson Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. And down goes Fury. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Give me your glove.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxer back together.
And there's the bell for round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Stamina is off the charts. Right uppercut can't find a home. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just stay focused.
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
It's round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. What a massive upset this would be. And Bugzy Malone goes down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Just missed with that hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Can't score with that jab. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Do what you got to do. Do it.
Here's the 11th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights. Whoa, Johnny! Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch. And that hook misses. Incredible work rate. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Good work.
John, and get your boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous.
Whoa, Johnny! Why weren't they covering up? How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they check?
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Disaster averted. Hold that thought. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That hook just can't find the target. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
I tell you. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good, man. Good.
Come on, switch on. Get your butts back together.
And there's the bell to start the round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Where was the defense? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And they figure out the combination to this safe. Oh my God, Johnny! Tyson Fury just got rocked! Do you believe this? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Don't give him no free shots. Be smart.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the...
Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earned in out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nope, that jab not going to score. The straight right just misses. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy. Well
done with that counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse.
So here we are, the final round of the fight. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. He somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.